Well, I'll get something special today. Get to hear me rage. I'm not even gonna bother changing my uniforms. I'm just gonna go into this, everything set up how it usually would be. Now, the winner of this game apparently plays Baltimore. So, ooh. If I win, I guess I'll get my rematch versus Cam after the first CFM when we were tied up and he lagged out. Uh-oh, it's Robert Mathis Jr. No. Bro, if Robert Mathis Jr. gets more than 2 sacks on me, I don't even know. I'm so mad. If you don't know, I traded Robert Mathis Jr. to the Broncos. Okay, it's uncompetitive now too. Alright, cool. So we are still missing a key part of my offense. But I'm glad I didn't grab that. Yeah, we're still missing a key part of my offense. AK what's his face? Forget what his name is now. Rondale Moore. He's a rookie receiver I drafted. He got hurt 3 straight weeks, I'm pretty sure. It's either 3 straight weeks or it was 2 weeks in a row and then last week. So there's like a week in between where he was healthy. Go, Smith, go. I didn't even try to celebrate. I tried to dive. And I accidentally pressed X instead of square. So it celebrated instead of diving.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 53. Mike. All day. All day.
This isn't my greatest, or this guy isn't a very great user, but, and then what I'm talking about the guy I'm usering, not the opponent. By the way, I want to make that clear. I'm not talking about my opponent isn't a good user, because I know he is. But, yeah. The guy I was using on that first play has only like 80 speed or something like that. I'm letting him go in free agency. Good play. Although I thought that was maybe out of bounds, but maybe not. I'm gonna have to run something less traditional of me. Ooh. I don't know what that move was, but interception. Oh, how fun! To be honest, I didn't even okay. Truthfully, I'm not. I don't have very. I didn't get very much sleep last night, so I'm running on not very much sleep. And I was gonna go to sleep, but the time that we had scheduled, I had school and stuff. So I figured that I would dang it. Should have probably rolled out.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a set. Come on.
Blake, trust me, I'm going to try to go for that rematch against you. Because, yeah, I'll admit I shouldn't... Well, realistically, I should still be in the playoffs. Because technically the Titans, they lost their game, but they somehow ended up getting rewarded with a win. So, realistically, yeah, I should be here. Either way. So I guess maybe it was the game bailing me out. But at the same time, not really bailing me out. Just kind of, well, just doing what should have happened and got me into the playoffs. Bro, if Matt CPU beats you, I'm going to be mad for you. Tried to throw that up the field, but Watson can't throw. Granted, that probably wasn't a great situation to throw it. But I tried to throw... Like, if I'm running forward, shouldn't the ball go up the field?
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Watch the run. Alert. Jam. Line up. Blitz.
Damn it. I knew that was a terrible throw. I had to hope that he wouldn't user that, but then it wasn't even his user that got it. It's 2 bad reads in a row. Playoff nerves, man.
Pick 6, baby. Let's get this all day.
I can't believe I just had 2 terrible throws in a row. At least it's still tied. I lost my opportunity to... I had an opportunity to, you know, take advantage of a turnover that he threw, and I didn't take advantage of it. Thing is, he got the pick 6 as well, so now my offense is tired, and I'm coming off of a turnover.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Let's go Marlon Mack. If there wasn't someone on top of him, I think he actually would have broken that tackle. That second one.
That's what I do. There we go.
Probably should have slid, but
47. He can't hang. Alert. He's not gonna get me. Hey, alert 48 right now. Let's go. Watch the slat.
good throw. I like those low passes a lot now. I used to not throw them, but I like them a lot more now.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just kill.
Oh, Watson almost just blew that. But he surprisingly fit the ball in pretty well. For what the pass looked like it was going to end up being. Like it started off looking like it was going to be a terrible throw. Because I knew I had space to fit it in, but I didn't know if Watson could make it, and he made the throw. I don't know if the guy just didn't have good enough jumping to make a play on the ball or what. Oh, I should have possession caught that. I honestly didn't see that guy right there, so I didn't know if I I didn't know 2 possession catch. I didn't think there would be anyone. Oh, why'd I throw that? I seriously thought he wasn't gonna see that. That's my fault.
Don't throw this way. Check 53.
I assume he's gonna run to the right. Thing is, he's not gonna be able to run on top of me like he can most people. At least he shouldn't be able to.
You.
Oh, why did I cut away from that? That's my fault. I cut away from an easy stop. I'm gonna have to use a Danielle Hunter. Alright, cool. Got the stop. I'm playing with the equivalent of 2 okay wide receivers and a practice squad. At least my team has time to rest. Keep in mind that had I possession caught on the goal line, that might have ended up completely different than how it did last possession. It all really just comes down to what I see. If I can keep turnovers to a minimum, then this should be a pretty good game. If I keep making mistakes, then there's not going to be much more game to this. I could have just run out of bounds, but I wanted to try to keep the clock moving. Dude, Mac has been in the game for most of the time. I don't know why I juked so much right there. I was kind of expecting someone to hit me from behind, so I thought maybe I could escape that by... Ooh, that's a hard hit. I don't play Nelly though, I don't think. I thought I played Cam. Come on, Mac. I should have thrown a bullet pass, but I thought if I threw a bullet pass, it might have somehow landed in his hands. Like in one of his defender's hands. I'm not 6, I'm 5. Why? Why did I throw that? I'm making terrible mistakes. Although, again, I'm trying to throw to the outside, and he throws inside. Throw that pass to the outside, and... No, I'm not 6, Julian. Look at it. I beat Blake, and Blake is the 6th seed. Better record, and I beat him. Okay, then how did... Okay, Julian, right? If I'm the 6th seed, then how did Blake get in? Tell me, if I'm the 6th seed, how did Blake get in? Well, when I look at the playoff bracket before, he was the 6th seed. So, D-line coming in clutch. This is a game of my defense doing well for me and me doing terrible for me. Well, I wouldn't say I'm playing... Well, okay, yeah, I am playing bad. But this is... I've had 2 drives now where I should have had a touchdown and just something happens that... Ah, the shoelace tackles, man. I keep making risky throws that I shouldn't try to make. And I can't explain why I'm trying to make them. And oh my god, no, hold your block, man. You're letting an edge rusher destroy you. I know that's not a power D lineman, because that doesn't make sense for it to be. He's too small. Please hold on to the ball. Alright, cool. We're in field goal range. Oh, that's a miss. Oh. I knew I should have aimed further to the right, and that's just on me. Another drive that stalls out because of guess who? Me. Oh, that one was more of just a failed kick meter. That was less of a bad decision and just poor timing. I didn't expect him to get that pass off. Wonder if he has a last ditch. Because most quarterbacks couldn't have made that throw, to be honest. Let me check. Yep, he does have last ditch, alright. Never thought I'd see a day where that came in useful. I thought he was about to break that tackle. Alright, well, at least that leaves me with 2 minutes to... try to go down the field and hopefully not make mistakes. I've been playing terribly, and that's my own fault. But there's also been 2 dropped catches in the end zone by my players. Dang it, that would have probably gotten a good breakaway too. I'm not going to call timeouts for the pure fact that if I get backed up here, I'm going to have to punt the ball and give him the ball back in good field position. So I'm not going to call timeouts unless I get something good. Man, 3 picks in the first half is not pretty. Alright, I'm going to call my timeouts now. I want to be conservative without being too conservative. I don't know why it pulled up that, but... I wanted to throw it to Mac, but he stepped out of bounds. So I didn't know if EA actually had been, you know, he stepped out of bounds and was the first one to touch it. I didn't know.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Mike. Let's go. Come on. Don't be scared of it. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
All right. 22-yard line, 22 seconds. This play has worked for me multiple times in the past, but I get a feeling that I was gonna make a mistake. God dang it! See, that right there is one of those where he's in a like, okay, he reads it perfectly, but from what I saw, he made a completely, like, a dead stop. And that's what made me stop my hesitation to throw. Like, I had a hesitation to throw the route. Okay, good. Yeah, I had a hesitation to throw the ball. And, even with my hesitation to throw it, something still told me, throw the ball. And I shouldn't have. Luckily, my defense is doing just as good as his. So. Go. Oh, come on. Number 16, all he had to do was just run up the field, get that block, and that's a touchdown. But, I mean, whatever. That almost was a breakaway, but to be honest, I probably didn't deserve it anyways.
All day, baby, all day.
Close game
Check.
so far, which is nice.
I'm coming after you.
He's able to contain his run. That's been the key part, is that he's been able to run all over people this year, and my defense isn't just going to let him do that.
Hey, let's get them home.
I should have probably tried to swat that. I got greedy though. I should know by now the positions where I'm going to get a pick or just be able to swat. Okay, good. He got that deflection. I tried to make a cut, and when he threw the ball, I don't even know what happened that just made my dudes just stop. He didn't cut back or anything. He just straight up stopped moving completely. I tried to juke, and I just completely missed my stick. If that makes sense. Did we gain anything? Oh, we did. We gained a yard. Too bad Watson doesn't have last ditch. At least I don't think he does. He? Watson. Oh, he does have last ditch. He played that well. See, and this is why Marlon Mack is the FedEx Round Player of the Year, folks. Oh, wow. Like, no blocking right there. He got, or like his user got through. His whole defensive line, I should say, got through. Oh, his defender could have easily jumped that, but he didn't. Ooh, and it was in bounds, too, and got the first down. I don't agree with myself for making that throw, but it worked. Let's go, Mac. Please don't get caught from behind. Whew. Mac carried us that drive. That's going to miss, isn't it? Oh, no, it went down the middle. All right, cool. Yeah, I tried to time that perfectly, and it still went off to the left. So maybe that missed field goal wasn't me. Maybe it was literally just connection that threw me off, but I think the first one was completely me. Key to beating him, though, just is to stop his defense. Or, what am I talking about? Key to beating him is to stop his offense. He's prepared for something like that. He still got good yardage off of it. Dang it. I seriously don't know if I'm Well, it was less of throwing it to the right team and more of Marlon Mack running it down their throat.
47. 47. Check, 47. Who there?
Oh, come on. Why would you deflect that? That should have been an inner. See, there's HaHa Clinton Dix again, being useless, like always. I mean, yeah, if I wasn't there, yeah, good deflection. But I was there, and you don't need to help them. Oh, why did... Oh, that's a horrible user error. That's a horrible user error by me. I had one safety, not two. That was just purely up to my defense I called. I left him because I'm used to running a like a two safety defense. Why would you spin? Oh well. I'm used to running a two safety defense, which is the issue. Usually I would have a zone covering that. I was trying to make it into that gap, but I couldn't.
Let's go, baby. We're set. Get the boys down. He's coming. 19. Pick you up. Run. Yeah.
Mac is probably tired at this point. Nope, the dude is still. He just standing. I don't know. Your point, Julian. If I was winning by a ton right now... Oh my god, really, game? I tried to throw that away so much sooner. What, am I not allowed to run the ball now?
You ain't doing nothing today. 56 to Mike. 6 to Mike. 6 man. Check curls. Here we go.
That was a dot by Watson, I can't even lie. I like this side of the field more. He's got everyone bunched up. Dang it. He had everyone bunched up, so I thought maybe if I ran to that side, if I could get past all the players, then maybe there'd be more of a chance of breaking something for bigger yardage. Oh yeah, great one, Mac. Try to send him upfield.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on.
No, I'm not confident. Because I've been in this exact part of the field about 8 times, and I've only scored like twice. Man, imagine if that wouldn't have happened. I'm just not going to do anything stupid. At least I'm going to try not to. Oh yeah, the running game is doing great, but mentally in the passing game I'm doing terrible.
He wasn't ready.
Alright, well, we at least got the 3 points on the board. It's not what I wanted, but it's better than the picks that I threw in the red zone the last few times. Bro, what? Don't say that! Come on now. You don't tell me not to get Watson hurt, because then he's just going to go and get hurt. Should have never even mentioned it.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Bro, Kawan Alexander, bruh. I'm literally holding the stick to get him to go the other direction, and the game did everything in its power to keep him going in one direction.
I'm gonna hit you all day, baby.
I think purely this score is coming off of the fact that his running game isn't getting anywhere.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it.
And it's forcing him to pass, which I don't think is what he likes to do.
48's the mic.
Whereas me, I'm fine with running or passing as long as I can make decent reads, which usually how my offense works in the passing game anyways, is I can make good reads until there's something that I think is open, and then it ends up getting sealed up. I'm gonna surprise him here. Oh god, no. Oh. Well. Alright, cool. That was the most accidental touchdown in my entire existence. I don't feel like I should have gotten that TD, but I did. Bro, I'm seriously convinced that that Madden said I was the 5 seed, though. I mean, what you said makes sense, but I'm convinced that they said I was 5. I really don't think that. I'm just gonna send the house on this one. Well, not the house, but I'm gonna send a lot of people. Oh, where's the defense, man? Where's the defense? Again, that wasn't even my fault. That's just purely my defense. He has a fast guy that kind of just gonna take the knee.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, it looks like I'm gonna stop running man coverage. I think that's been my downfall in the passing game, is man coverage. And there we have it. Nah, Blake, I don't like using Watson, man. That's not part of my offense. It can be, but it's not. Yeah, purely off of turnovers. That's the sad part. It's purely off of turnovers. I don't even know what Kawan Alexander has as a superstar. I think it might be tip drill. I could be wrong though. The tip drill. Let's see here. Kawan Alexander, unfakeable. All right. Let's contain the QB. That's been his mistake, is not QB containing. So when I do pass, he just kind of gets locked up. Or not locked up, what am I talking about? When he does pass, or when I do pass, I should say, works pretty well for me. Wow, he dropped that? Can't even lie, that's kind of BS that he dropped that, but oh well. I mean, I'll take it. Yeah, when I do pass, I can get away from coverage if he plays good coverage. Sorry about that. Gotta do something unexpected here. I'm gonna bring Danielle Hunter off the line. Oof. I was too busy focusing to make sure that Kamara didn't cut back in to actually make a good defensive play. Alright. Lucky him that he didn't throw to the left side. Although I couldn't even see the left side of the field, so it was more of a guessing game on if I would have gotten there or not. Good stop. Who is that? Jalen Smith? Let's go. My dog is having a mental breakdown in the other room, apparently. Making all kinds of weird noises. He keeps getting that same animation when he throws into coverage. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna play this a little bit safer here, and I've learned something from Matt. You line up in what looks to be a 3-man up deep, but it's not a 3-man up deep. That's the cool part about it. And I'm gonna stay on this guy right here in case he... Man, y'all saw I tried to swat that. Like, you probably saw, I pressed the button to swat and it didn't do anything. It's fine though. I'm in a good position. Good thing there's a strip button, because otherwise I don't think that would have been broken up. I trust this defense against this formation. Well, I wouldn't say that, Blake. I would just say both of us are making bad decisions in the passing game, and you know, sometimes those bad decisions pay off, and other times they've, you know, saved the other person. Dang it. And I tried to hit stick. Oof. If he gets an onside kick, I'm going to be sad. He's going to kick the ball? That doesn't seem right. Alright, conservative carry and chew clock time. How does Watson have his X factor? He hasn't technically had the greatest statistical game. Well, yeah, 3 minutes left, but there's also chew clock in this game. So I feel like I should probably pass because he's going to expect the run. Alright, 2-minute warning, I'll let it hit. Why does it want me to run 4 verts? Although I don't like the screenplay either. Alright. Or wait, well, hold on. Oh, smart route. Alright. I didn't even notice he called timeout before the 2-minute warning. I've just got to keep the ball in the hands of someone who's hopefully not going to choke this, like myself. I thought the game was gonna let him stand back up and start running again. I would have fallen down. Honestly, I would have fallen down if it would have let that happen.
Push him back. Push him back. Crash. Crash. We're set. 19. 24. 3.
I don't see any way that I'm gonna beat this defense. I feel like it's a cover two. It's gonna be a man.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we gonna mic the 48 right now. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, this is probably gonna be a man coverage.
Check. Check. 48.
Dang it! No blocking at all.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
Really? I'm gonna have to sit here? You couldn't have just accelerated a bunch of the time off? I guess I'll set up my kick. Come on, take a good bounce. Alright, good punt, good punt.
Let's go, fella.
Now I've just got to hope that he doesn't have something that's just going to destroy coverage. And my way to stop that from happening is add extra coverage. He caught that?
Come on, baby. Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Check. 55.
Alright, so I'm going to want... Come on, Alexander. I want you. You're more of a coverage guy than anyone else. Alright, good sack by Daniil Hunter. We're going to pull. Come on, Alexander, back out. Tried to swat, but instead it looked like my dude dove the or tried to swat the other way. He's going to get into field goal range. This is pretty sad. This is why I hate cover 3.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
And you got to play the holes in the zone, too.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Are you joking me? I literally sat there and waited.
Come on now.
Oh, that's a fake. Okay, cool. Game over. Some would say that's pass interference, and other would say that's bad game mechanics. I would say it's probably both. I can't believe I won. Bro, if I would have blown another game in the playoffs in the wild card, I don't even know. I don't know. I would have fired my whole team. Oh. Alright, cool. Well, Deshaun Watson gets an upgrade. Suppose we'll go to strong arm. Quinnen Williams, alright. We'll do Power Rusher. I think that's probably the better thing to try to balance out what all he's good at. Brian Poole, man, I don't even want you, but you got an upgrade, so I guess you're fine. Alright, Devontae Smith. Well, I guess I'll go with deep threat. Have a bunch of good young wide receivers. That's the cool part. Bro, Marlon Mack just made his defense look like it was nothing. Oh, he cut AJ Green? Well. Be a good one-game signing. As long as I actually got him, of course. Alright, cool. That was a fun game. Now let me go check something. Does it actually have me listed as the 6th seed? Or was I right in claiming that it put me at... Yeah, see? I'm the 5 seed. The game has me listed as the 5. I knew it. I knew it. So I'm not facing Nelly. Really, now they're complaining. What's his name? The dude the Patriots signed. It's not Harrison Smith. It was Harrison something else. Oh, James Harrison. But the game has me listed as the 5 seed, I'm pretty sure. I don't think EA would program it like that. So even though the Patriots signed um, James Harrison for the playoffs a couple years ago, they're having a meltdown that I signed AJ Green for the playoffs. But yeah, it's fine. I don't really care. I mean, I can go check, but I don't get it, right? If I sign someone, okay, this should show. Oh, no, never mind. Is there a way to look at it by like seating? I don't think there is a way to look at it that way. All right, well, I'm gonna end the live stream. So, see ya.